Iman, the model, Janice Dickinson, who had dark hair, Beverly Johnson, those big names. Okay, that's how they've done it. Not quite dark enough, so I need a darker shade of that applied in that way, and I can make it suit me.
Yeah, this is a
Can I just have a look at it?
Yes.
This is part of the travel. Still good quality,
Yeah,
you see, because you've taken good care of
Well,
it,
I
because
have.
this is over 20 years
Yes,
old.
exactly. I've started using Chantecaille foundation.
Which is lovely. That's a great base.
I love
It's
this.
expensive, but when you get to this age,
Yeah.
it's worth it. Bianca Jagger used to do her full-on makeup.
Yeah.
And then she'd get in the bath, tuck her hair up, and then the steam melted, just subdued it. So my mum would be cooking up a storm, sweaty, whatever, but go and shower, clean up, and then come up. And if she's done up, I would think she was a Bollywood star. I don't have one concept of beauty because I think it exists in every single colour,
beauty
facet, age, size.
Finish this sentence. I feel most beautiful when
How my husband sees me.
how
How my little
reflection.
grandson sees me. It gets you to spend time with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
It was such a blast.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Style Moguls podcast, and I'm your host, Mariam Sharif. This is a very special episode for the South Asian Heritage Month. I am with somebody absolutely incredible, my inspiration, role model for getting into makeup. She is a British female beauty founder twice, and MBE, and she is just, I would say, the pioneer for beauty for South Asians. She's done faces, she's done makeup for Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford. Actually, there's such a long list that I will be here for half an hour. All the magazines, television, campaigns, everything that you can name. Like, she is the most, I would say, legend for us in England, especially as me. And I owe her because I wouldn't have done makeup if it wasn't for her. So I'd like to welcome Ruby Hammer.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, like the best episode.
I'm blushing. I'm like, wow, how can I live up to that now?
I was so excited when you said that, we're going to do this interview, because really, as being a brown woman on TV, I hadn't seen anybody do makeup. And I was like, I love her. It was so unusual.
I do want to clarify that I'm not the only South Asian founder.
Yes.
There's lots of people with Ayurvedic
But in
brands
the beginning, I saw you.
That.
Like, in the beginning, it was just you, really, wasn't it? Or was there any?
No, I don't think
There
were artists. I mean, it was quite hard for makeup artists in general, hairdressers, makeup. We were all back of house. We weren't at the front. We weren't at the forefront of things. So this is already that kind of genre has started. So it's easier to put yourself in there. But but I don't want to say that. I don't want people coming back to you and going, "Oh, she's not the only one." And I'm like, no. Even at that time, like that wasn't the first one I founded. But even before that, when I was first married, we brought Aveda to this country.
Wow.
We launched many things. So then the brands that bear some of my name, either with Millie or like my one now, it's just an evolution of someone's life. You don't just stop at a certain dot in space and that's it.
Yes.
Everything in life, good or bad, moves on. Nothing, that 1 second beforehand keeps going forward.
I guess, so not so many female brown faces were on TV. I guess you didn't see them as much.
No.
And I've got to show you something. I have to start off with this, everybody, because I found this. This is.
Oh my God!
This is a
brush. Can I just have a look at it?
I think your ruby's kind of slightly worn off.
This is part of the travel.
And Millie's there. And I was saying to my sister last night. I
But
said,
it's still good quality,
Yeah,
you see, because you've taken good care of
Well,
it,
I
because
have.
this is over 20 years
Yes,
old.
exactly. And so I keep my brushes when I'm traveling come with me in
This
my
was a
hand
travel.
luggage.
This was part of the travel,
But
because
they
we had long
longer
full
ones,
length ones,
yeah.
and that's a travel one.
So I always, whenever I'm traveling, and everybody says I'm a bit mad, but I take my my brushes in my hand luggage because I don't want to get them lost. Because
Yes.
they're extensions of your hands,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
that's your tools. So I was like, these come. So yeah, I wanted to show you
Well,
that.
that one you wouldn't be able to replace. You can find lots of good ones
Yeah.
that replicate that now.
Yeah.
You can. Everything is not so unique, but it's very
honestly,
special to see that, to touch it.
Honestly,
and feel it.
because we were going through it yesterday, I was like, I'm sure I've got my brush somewhere, and I found it, and my sister said, I think so. I think that's the one. So just to tell everybody that
She's an authentic fan, everyone.
absolutely,
Genuine, authentic fan.
absolutely. So let's take it from actually Ruby and Millie, because you founded that, co-founded
I founded that,
it.
but that's not, by that time, I've been a makeup artist from 1985, probably.
Right.
And Ruby and Millie was launched in 1998. So if everyone
Right.
always takes that, they think, what did I do for the last
Yeah.
12, 15 years before? I was always a jobbing artist.
Yes.
I was always at the forefront of doing the best editorial, because it was
Yes.
magazines and print,
Yes.
or advertising campaigns.
Yes.
There was no social media, no digital, none of that.
Exactly.
Fashion shows, which I did
Yes.
for all the big designers, whether they
Yeah.
were here or abroad.
Yes.
And you did the campaigns, you did editorial. And if you consulted, like I was on QVC the other day for our brand, and Alison Young, who was on there, she
Right.
said, you trained me when it was Clarins just had skincare, and then they launched MakeUp. And I remember it was a job that I had to do for about a week. So
Right.
it was all their consultants, because all across the nation, they can't
Right.
all come. There'd be no one on their
Right.
stores and on their
Yes.
counters. So it was
So
kind of staggered and whatever. And she said, you taught me makeup then, or brought them up to speed anyway, to do it a certain way. So I did that for up-teen brands, Yves Saint Laurent, Estee Lauder, small ones, beginning ones, different kinds. So there's different hats you wear.
Absolutely.
And then when you come to your brand that bears your name, not just mine, Ruby
Yes.
Millie has my co-partner
Yes.
Millie in there as well. People think it just starts there, and you think, no, it doesn't start, it didn't just
that's not where
boom.
the journey began.
It takes
But
the journey
I
a long
wanted
time
to tell
get
the
there.
audience, like typical Asian parents, your father's a doctor and you graduated with economics
Yes.
degree.
Yes.
So I
Not
mean,
far from here, City University.
oh wow! So when you embarked into this journey of makeup, what was that? You have that first moment where you kind of have that feeling of like, I love this makeup.
No, I've always loved it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't start from when, I don't think there's a formative thing. My mum was a very young woman. She had me at 17.
Right,
So she was
okay.
very fashion conscious, and
Yes.
with her hair and her makeup and her fashion and everything like that. So that seed is already there. I have two
Yes.
younger brothers. I'm the only daughter. So I would see my mum
Right.
cook. I was born in Nigeria, in Africa.
Right.
So
Yes.
my mum would be cooking up a storm, sweaty, whatever, but go and shower, clean up, and then come up. And if she's done up, I would think she was a Bollywood star.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Wow.
she'd have ringlets and this bit, and she's a bit like Rocky.
Oh,
Then this other
wow.
one, and she's like Shada Light. She's like, so copying those kind of, so it was always in there, that
So very
love.
kind of glamorous mother.
And seeing the power of transformation. So it didn't make
Absolutely.
my mum any less
Yes.
glamorous or any less normal.
Yeah.
She was still my mum, the most
Yes.
wonderful woman, but she's social, she's helping us, she's helping other people.
Yeah.
And then glammed up. It's just
Yeah.
another facet of every woman. And as we know, as
Yes.
we're Asians, you've always got parties, you've always got religious
Yes.
functions. Doesn't matter whether you're Hindu, Muslim,
Yes.
Sikh, whatever they are, that's part
Part of our traditions, yeah.
culture.
Exactly, yeah.
We dress up. We
Yes.
don't tone it down when
No,
it's
we
needed.
tone it up right now.
When it's needed.
Yeah,
And,
yes,
when
yeah.
you're attending a funeral is one way. When
Yes,
you're
yeah.
in happy
Customs,
celebrations,
yeah.
births, in wedding is another way. So it's all in there.
Yes.
I didn't wear traditional clothes per se, but I knew I have that DNA in me.
Yes,
And
yeah.
that love has come from my mum, my late mum,
Yeah.
seeing that. So it's a seed. You either
Yeah.
have it or you don't.
I think it's also, I think I love the vibrancy of our culture of being South Asian, because such rich colors, and I'm such a rainbow personality that I love wearing all colors.
For me, that was a way to express yourself, but it wasn't
absolutely.
just the South Asian way.
Yeah.
I liked, like, when I came to this country, I was 12, but we lived in Putney, and then to come through to my, you know, like my Saturday job when I was 16 was in Harrods.
Right.
So you travel that journey on the 22 or 30 bus all the way through, and you would see the punks in King's Road.
Yes.
And so it's not just, and the music I liked was Motown and soul, and so the glossy, the 70s.
Yes.
And
same.
so it wasn't just the Asian bit, but it was taking it from everything.
Yes,
but if it meant you could wear colour, I wasn't fearful of it.
Yes.
But then I'd look at these, the way the punks did their eyes. All right, they had a distinct way of doing it, but it's like black eyeliner, kajal liner, framing it, doing it a different way, maybe shot spunky hair, but if you scraped it all back and you did it all like that,
yes, absolutely,
it's part. So do you see that? For me, I didn't ever do it.
You can take something.
I didn't just do it in a blinkered way.
Yes,
I've always been open to every bit of inspiration that comes to you.
Absolutely,
and even
is
now,
everywhere, isn't it?
We're in the South Asian reflective month and looking at it, but I think that should not just be. We shouldn't just hone in on that. No. It should be wider, broader, bigger. Yeah. But because this is where we're now paying attention to it, okay, so that's why we're here. We give it the focus. Yes. And for me at the time, it was always not just being an Asian makeup artist. I just wanted to be the best makeup artist I could. Wonderful. I happened to be Asian. You couldn't hide it. I was born in Africa. I was surrounded by dark-skinned people. Yeah. This is our culture. So it was a way to just express it. Be the best you can. And by being on TV, it's more now that I reflect back and I think, God, you really did open some doors. But it wasn't the idea. You know, I didn't set out with a game plan that that's what I'm going to do.
We're just doing your own thing.
You just do your own thing, but within context. So it wasn't that all I did was just eyeliner all the time.
So at Harrods, did you have a makeup job?
What
was your job
I was in skirts and shirts. But what it meant was I got a discount that I was able to then buy and look at those expensive brands in any break.
You're in that environment, aren't you? You have
one in the morning, one at tea time, your full hour at lunch. You had the discount for fashion. And fashion and makeup go together. Yes, it's not separate. Yes. You know, like it's from head to toe. For me, your appearance or how you take care of yourself, inside, outside, is head to toe.
Absolutely.
So that gave me chance to explore things that weren't in my local boots in Wandsworth, you know, or Putney. I could look at a glamorous department store and look at
inspiration.
It. And, you know, like all of that, play with the colours, even if you couldn't afford it. I'd have to wait for a month for 4 Saturday jobs to buy that one eyeliner from Princess Galitzine that was a shiny green that, you know, or Bieber makeup or stage light or things like that. So that was what it was. And you build your love, you nurture that love. And that's where it comes from, that I would magazines, the other thing. I'd stand there.
We loved
magazines. I couldn't afford all of them, but you'd look at them because nobody would kick you off. You'd sit there flicking, I like that. I tried that. I'll try that on myself.
Yeah, what a huge inspiration magazines were for us.
That's it. You know, I was allowed a couple a month, but not that many, but you could go there. They had a whole magazine section, foreign ones, and you'd sit there and look at them. Yeah, you know, like
it was a way to another world, wasn't it? The magazines,
totally dreaming, like Iman, the model, you know, like that. Janice Dickinson, who had dark hair, although she was Caucasian, but she had dark hair, and you know these features, and that's what you copy, you know, Beverly Johnson, those big names, and then there's the blonde ones, and you would try to. Okay, that's how they've done it, terracotta. I try it. Oh, it's not quite dark enough, so I need a darker shade of that applied in that way, and I can make it suit me.
Yeah, so you kind of tailor-made it to yourself.
You see what I mean? So that's what we all have to do. Yes. Like if you're doing your base, even if you're South Asian, we range from the palest colour to the deepest dark colour. I fall in the middle somewhere. When I get a tan, I fall towards the end. Right. But you have to match and, this isn't showing. that needs a bit more. That one's too much. Or there's
Yes.
certain things that just pick up the light. It's that love, and I learned that in
Yes.
Harrods as well, just by playing and testing.
Absolutely.
Trying it on myself doesn't work, doing it, and then, but I never just did it that I'm going to do this type of makeup.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I still don't do that.
Because I think you've got to keep an open mind. It's just like music. I feel like makeup also, you have to keep an open mind also.
It's every face is different. I don't
Yes.
come with I'm going to do that on that person.
Yeah.
It pans out, it opens out what makes that person feel good, comfortable. What have I got with my kit at that time? What's the brief? What is it for? You
Yes.
deliver. We're a professional,
Yeah.
you do the brief. And if it's to teach someone, then you teach them. If it's to just bring them out, I'm going to this. Okay.
Yeah.
What outfit are you wearing? All that kind of thing.
Yes.
So you deliver the brief, and that's what I've done my whole working life.
Yes.
And if that then opened the doors for other people, and I'm sure it did, because it meant I could say, I am educated.
Yes.
I have gone. For my father, as
Yes.
we're immigrants to this country, for him it was always, you must finish your basic education. And that means uni level.
Yes.
After that, you can do what you want, because he thought you could earn a job then doing something.
Yes, yes.
And
Absolutely.
I
Once
just-
you've got a degree under your
I
belt.
just took off doing, I started assisting. It fell by fluke. I've got my
Right.
degree, but I didn't use it in that proper
Yes.
way. And by assisting, I think I just thought, God, I love this, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
And I assisted, I stayed. By that time I was married, I had my daughter. I kept doing little paid jobs, no jobs.
Yeah.
You do everything you can just to push forward.
Absolutely.
And then the
to
doors are
learn
opening.
the process, really, isn't
because it's
it?
freelance. It's
Yeah.
different. It's not I've never been a salaried person that
Yes.
gets this job every month.
Yes, exactly.
It was
exactly.
always freelance. You don't do the job, you don't get
Yeah,
paid.
Exactly.
It could have been
exactly.
peanuts to when I got better and got better known, and you look for your
Yes.
credit, and
Yeah.
whether it's editorial, whether it's advertising, and I just walked forward that way.
Yes,
You know, like anyone does in a freelance world.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely have matched your
Yeah.
Harrods experience, because I also worked at Harrods, and it just that environment of having the amazing kind of international people, clients coming, the customers coming in, and just luxury, and I like the avenue of things that you weren't
But
aware
also,
of.
it stops you being intimidated, because you can see everyone from all walks of life.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yes. I
You know,
think
like
it's a great.
everyone is like that.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that.
We came back from Pakistan. I was in boarding school, and she's like, she needs to get a car, but she has to pay for her insurance. And my mum said, yes, she's not going to work. My father said, no, she needs to know how to talk. And now I talk for a living. But to get to know how people are, to get to know how to talk to people.
Just like that. Everyone should
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Some people are like, oh my God. And I studied.
My father
as
was a
well.
grafter,
Wasn't
like
that?
a real, a
You
businessman.
should.
So taught us
And-
that. And I just loved the fact that Harrods does open doors. It was a very eye-opening
And it was
experience.
a way to explore my passion that I didn't know I had a passion.
Yeah.
I just thought I was doing my Saturday job, and it allowed me to, a young teenager, we were experimenting with everything in our
What's the
looks.
first product that you bought? First makeup product?
First makeup was probably from Boots at that time. Maybe Miners was a brand.
Oh, right, yes.
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
had some dark, like there was always probably a black pencil or mascara or something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Or Max Factor, a roll-on gloss
Right, okay.
that was shiny, dripping, something like that.
I think you still like gloss now.
I like gloss, but it was a roll-on.
Right, yeah, I remember, yes, yes.
So I don't know what, Max Factor, something like that. Brands that existed then,
Yeah.
And then, like I said, in Harrods would be your Lauders, your
Yes.
your Princess Galitzin, which was a Italian brand. You had your Biba, you had Stage
Yes.
Light, you had other brands that I forget. But, whatever.
Yeah.
Some you saved up for, some you just think, it's just a black pencil. I'll get it from
Yeah.
somewhere. Miss Selfridge.
Oh, yes, yes.
Later, they weren't in Harrods, but it was across the street. So I
Right.
could go and just
Yes,
explore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what people, I feel like they're so fearful of colour or experimenting.
And like you say, because of our culture, we're not fearful of colour, not in clothes and not on the face.
No,
'cause we
absolutely. When I came into university, into college, and the first day I was luminous jacket, duster jacket, and I went in, I thought, everybody kept looking at me, and I thought, oh wow, I must look really cool. And after a few days, I realized everybody's in black, brown,
and
you know,
you're
white,
the
and I
one
was like
standing
grey,
out.
and I was like, oh, that's the reason. But I got noticed, and I got a job at the student union. I stamped everybody's cards. And went to events, and everybody knew me. So it opens doors, right?
You just do, you do it your way.
It was confidence.
Just slowly to do it your way.
So there's lots of brands that are coming, South Asian brands. You've got like K Beauty, she did, Bollywood, Katrina Kaif. You've got Kulfi. There's lots of brands out there. What would you suggest with your vast experience of launching, co-founding Ruby and Millie, and then your own brand, which we'll talk about. But what advice would you give to a young entrepreneur who wants to start a beauty brand? Because it's so different nowadays.
It's very different now.
Is it as easy as everybody makes out?
It's not as easy, and it's not as difficult. It's always, it's like cuisine. If you're going to eat, somebody will tell you, no, you don't need to open another restaurant. We've got so many restaurants. But if something is unique and you've tapped into something, or whether it's whatever that is, you cannot stop the spirit of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And it's not harder or less harder, it's just different.
Right.
Now you have to, it's not just a department store or a little standalone store. Now we have e-commerce, you have, you direct to consumer, you can do it on TikTok, you can do it via social media, you can do it through AI if you want to now. It just means there are different avenues and doors, but you better be clear about why you're doing this. It's not just going to be money, it's not just fame, it's not that. It's hard because we have to, it's not just marketing and PR that used to be there. Now you have to have all kinds of different ways to sell and engage with your customer.
Well, recently Karishma, who was also a makeup artist, won The Apprentice, and she, through the power of social media, I feel young woman really embracing her culture and creativity, and I feel that was a lot to do with it. I mean, there's the power of the influencer definitely in this age. It's completely different than what it was before. And before we had to get recognized, or somebody was recommended. You're offered the job from recommendations or advertisements in traditional magazines and papers. But now I think social media, they've taken back that.
That's the way it tests everything. And then now it's, but there is a different part of that. Like a lot of influencers now, they are very good at making themselves up.
Yes.
How good are they, even though they generalise, how good could they actually do what I do, where it doesn't matter who's put in front of me, I have to do it.
Absolutely.
So I'm an expert first. I'm not just an influencer or a brand founder. I have, that was my bread and butter.
Yes.
The other thing I want to say is, like, there are lots of South Asian brands out there. It's natural if they've got that skincare with the Ayurvedic tradition. Hair care, lots of brands like that. Some do really well, some don't. But it's like everything in life. They come and they go. They don't fail just because they're South Asians, and they don't succeed just because they're South Asian. It's like everything else. There's a bit of luck, there's a bit of hard work, what each unique founder has done, what they've taken, where they've chosen to reach. All of that. There are many, many, many factors.
Yes, true. And you're completely funded, self-funded, right? Like
yes,
you started
I am.
Your
I have
brand.
a couple of angels. I have, but it's self-funded. It's not. I haven't got the millions and billions of whatever.
Yeah,
but
because it's
also
expensive to run. I mean, for example, you've got the Huda Beauty. I mean, amazing
superb what she's done. But but also, you've got to think with Huda and everyone like that. I don't take away from any of them, or Charlotte Tilbury, or Lisa Eldridge, or anyone. They're British, female, founding, whatever, which is good. But they're also a decade and a half younger than me. This is what I did when I was their age at Ruby and Millie. Now at the age of what I do, I don't want to take investment. I'm not scared of it, but I need the right partner to do it with, because what I don't want is to be 70 years old and end up homeless because they demand their money back, and I end up... There's time of life as well as being measured about taking the risks you do. Always been a hard worker, I always will be. This is my DNA. You can't take it away from me, but I do it each time looking at the marketplace and what suits me in my life, what I want to say.
Absolutely.
I'm not just like we don't have concealers, I don't have foundations, I don't have things.
I was going to
Because
say, let's talk about your brand, because I was checking at the website, and I think that because you started it, I think
well, it was
COVID.
COVID time, September
Right.
2019, and
Yeah,
it was
and
very,
then-
very, very hard to have come
Yes.
out then.
So you've got a capsule kind
It's
of
a collection. It's very considered.
absolutely,
It's,
yes. Considered is the word,
it's-
because I saw it. It's not like like you like your Fenty Beauty is like 50 shades of this and 50. You could
But
be
that's
really
how
intentional.
when I had to start again, I had to think there's a lot of noise out there,
Yeah.
and there's social media, and I just lost my mum, so that was where I
Right.
took a back step for a while for ages.
Mm.
And when you do something that bears your name or any arena
Of
you step
course,
into,
your reputation.
you've got to be very, very strong.
Yes.
You've got to be like, have your arm up, mazboot. You have to be
Yeah.
resilient.
Yes.
You have to be able to take the onslaught.
Absolutely.
And I didn't feel like that at the time because, I was like an orphan at 50.
Yeah.
And when I came out with this, I thought, God, there's so many wonderful brands out there.
Yes.
I'm going to need millions to do that. And why? Those are brilliant. What can I do that's different
Yes.
and smaller, and I can afford to bring this to market?
Yes.
And it is unique. They are vegan, but I don't shout with a megaphone, these are clean, these are clean.
Right.
Because I
right.
get upset about that too, because I think there's no global definition of what is clean beauty. It doesn't exist. So why do you go around screaming, it's this, it's that?
Yes. Yes.
It's not. You can only, like even water is a chemical.
yeah,
Okay,
yes.
so I'm not one of those megaphone
Right.
activists, and
Yes.
I don't like all that.
Right.
My products are vegan. They're kind to the planet. They're kind to
Yes.
you.
Good.
They've got the best ingredients I can afford.
Yes.
They're recyclable, reusable, or sustainable.
Nice.
But the packaging has to look a certain way, not just.
Yes.
They're very practical as well. I'm an artist that's very practical. I like
Yes.
hygiene. I like things to have lids. I like that you can see them straight
Yes.
away.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot of, you keep opening.
I know exactly.
Like all
yeah.
of that. There's things that I've thought through because I have
Yes.
experience and there's
Yeah.
practical experience. So I want them to look a certain way and behave a certain way.
So, what was your creative process in creating
Just
this
simple,
collection?
like I have by that time, I've got an ethos of,
Yeah.
I do believe that when you put a face on, whether you're an avid makeup user
Yes.
or you're just very natural, makeup look, you have to address 3 key areas of your face.
Right.
So the eyes,
Yes.
I say cheeks, but it means the rest of your face, and then lips.
Right.
If you take care of each one of those areas, so I haven't got any time, I'm not going to use any colour cosmetics. You can just brush those brows up with a spoolie, with a toothbrush, whatever.
Yes.
Curl your lashes. No mascara, nothing. That eye. They're
Yes.
open.
Open
This is
zero.
groom, this is place.
Yeah.
That's open.
Yes.
Okay? Cheeks. You can pinch your cheeks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It'll
Give
bring
it
some
circulation
colour,
on. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or you massage and you pinch extra.
Yeah.
On your lip, you can just use a bit of Vaseline or something that's colourlit. You do it.
Yes.
That will look to pull together.
Yes. Yes.
What people do is I see they do their eyes and all that. Oh, don't smoke your eye, nothing else. It never looks pulled together.
Yeah, right.
Or I'm a
It
big
doesn't
red
harmonize,
lipstick
does
person.
it? No,
Harmony.
it doesn't harmony. Yeah,
Balance.
because we do exactly.
You
I
can
do it in for
your red
styling.
lips. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
have to put on 3 tons everywhere.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
address each
Yes.
section
Yes.
and you will look pulled together. And
Yes.
obviously, when you've got more time,
Yeah.
you'll sit there and you'll do the steps, you'll do the thing. And it's an elaborate dinner thing, or I'm going to a wedding, and you take
Yeah.
the time and you do all the bits. That's when it looks pulled together.
Yeah.
So I just thought, okay, I'm going to have something because I believe eyebrows. And in that way, South Asian beauty has brought that to the forefront, having threading and,
Yeah.
whether it's
Eyebrows
Vanita,
frame
yeah.
the face, and
they
they're
are
so.
the frame to your
And when I
eyes,
went
to your
to
face.
Dubai, and oh my gosh, I actually had to do double takes because the women are beautiful there. Because obviously their only faces showing.
Well, they're only showing this much.
And
so
oh
that
my
is
God,
so
Ruby,
important.
I was like, oh my God, like this stunning.
see?
But definite eyebrows were just
one
the
is
key.
they have that in their
Yeah.
faces,
in features, yes,
in their
in the
features,
features.
but then it needs to be tempered. You can't just
Yes.
have a wild bushy eyebrow,
Yeah.
going here, there. But they allow different shades. And then, you know, whether it's Shavata or Vanita from Blink or whoever, there are brands out there now that look after, they've put that on the high street, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Then you've got cheeks, because I do believe without, not to shape your face. A blush isn't to contour your face, to change the structure of your face, is to give that bloom of life.
Yes.
We've done it historically.
Yeah.
You know, why we call it rouge. Just a bit of, it gives you a glow. It shows you're alive. You've exerted yourself. The oxygen is pumping through your body the way it does to a child.
Yes.
And you bring that glow.
Yeah.
Now we've adopted it because it's fashion, trend-led, this led, that led. Whether it's a cream or matte or liquid or whatever, we have the choice. Yeah. But nothing beats a flush of just something.
Absolutely.
And then lips are what we communicate with. So somebody looks at your eyes first, and then they're honing on what you're saying. So again, it's a way of, nobody wants dry, scuzzy, flaky, horrible lips.
Yes.
We're not talking large, full colour. You need comfort. And then you have texture. Now, like anything else in life, you've got the texture, colour, pearl, is it matte, is it an oil, is it a gloss, is it super gloss, super matte? And then it's that option.
I also think that makeup taught me about self-awareness. Like, I was so self-aware about myself. Like, right now I'm going through menopause. Like, right now I could just literally like have to find myself because I'm so hot. But I think also you're so self-aware of every stage of life. Today I had a spot. I don't know, it was like hello to you. I don't know where it came from.
We do. Like
I've never had them though, but all of a sudden today. But what I'm saying is you're so self-aware about how your face looks and
it changes.
It changes, you know,
it changes
through the menopause I'm going through right now, and so with a lot of women, you know.
That's why, because when I did the brand, my mother passed away 2012. I didn't do my brand till 2019, so there's 7 years in between, and that threw me in my menopause. I'm at the end of it now. I finished.
Right.
But so I know that when I did the cheek colour, it's very nice for Merit and this one and that one that are glowy, but it doesn't last if you're going through the menopause. After 2 seconds, it's melted. It's dispersed. Who knows where?
It's fallen off.
I'm an artist that you are on there now. You've done the red carpet. The artist is away from you. You can't keep going in there.
No, you can't be
so I want
retouching.
something that can look dewy and glowy, but also has some lasting power.
Yes.
So these are the things I've thought into the ingredients of the colour. It has to be some pigment.
Yes.
It might look garish on there, but I never suggest you twist it out and put it on straight.
Yes.
I always say put your fingers and dab it on.
Yes.
Or I'm an artist, so I like the control of a brush. Dab it on, you can build it up, build it down.
Do you like brushes or
I
sponges?
use both. It all depends because there's
on
heat in your fingers, things fine-tune.
Exactly.
And then a brush, when it doesn't have the heat or dirt,
Yeah.
It gives you control.
Yes.
I like control.
Yes.
So that it's strategic.
Yes.
I wouldn't use great big brushes people use.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, it's going from here to here.
Yeah.
I like control.
Right, yes.
So
yes,
even that
absolutely.
old brush you've just flashed off in here, it's not big like that. I've always said in print or whatever that buy the best tools you can afford.
Absolutely. They make such a difference, don't they?
We have so many synthetic brushes.
Yes.
You know, Zoeva, Morphe, this one, the Upteen,
Yes.
My Kit & Co. Every one that you can afford, but just wash them. Make sure they're hygienic.
Absolutely.
They're yours, and it
makes
such
a difference.
I always have one clean brush.
Yeah.
You're doing, if you know you're going to do a whole elaborate eye thing, I do that. You keep one clean because you might need to soften it, not with other colours in there.
Yes, absolutely.
Always keep one so that it's tidy. And if failing that, have some Q-tips so that you've got something that is not just laden with colour that you're then trying to blend and absorb. Keep something to refine the palette, to blend it, to smooth it, to do whatever needs, to look good.
What do you think, especially about South Asian women? I see their makeup, and I've seen friends who had makeup since when they were 16, and it's exactly the same, Ruby. Exactly the same right until now.
Unfortunately, that isn't just South Asian women.
It's just the way,
it's women in general. We get in such a rut. You get busy with life. You get busy with work that worked
just
for
like
you
that,
then.
you know what,
and you just know, and you go
Yeah.
through the rote. And the technology now,
Yes.
the in packaging and formula is so far in advance. Like
Yes.
a lot of South Asians used double wear
Yeah.
base
Yes,
from Estee Lauder
Yes.
because
yes.
it was long lasting.
Right.
It had nice colours, but it meant if you were doing a wedding or you were going to a ceremony like that, just like the bride sits there for 1,800 hours, so did you when you're
Yes.
attending it.
Yeah.
So they needed something that looked completely blank out the face,
Yeah.
and then you could build
Yeah.
the rest of your features.
That's right. Yeah.
It's been reformulated earlier this year,
Okay.
and it's got the capabilities and qualities of being, again, still longer lasting, 18 hours on end,
Yeah.
but they've added the technology so it doesn't sit as heavy, doesn't look as mask-like, doesn't look as
Cakey.
just thick and
yeah.
you know. So take advantage of the technology there, and every so often, if not every month or every week, every so often when the seasons change, tip out your makeup bag, clean it, look, is this still relevant to me?
Exactly.
Does this still
Like a little
work for me?
audit. Yeah.
Just do a little
Yeah.
audit. Like
Yeah.
you should do it with clothes
I always
as
say
well,
for
because there are
different
things,
for seasons, isn't it?
Otherwise,
It's like
they stack up in there. They're trousers that I
Yeah.
love, but they don't fit me anymore. I've got to sit
Yes.
here, and it's not
Yeah.
very comfortable. If it's possible, buy the next size up. If it's not, then you think, you know what? I had good wear from that.
Yeah.
Give it to the charity, or give it to somebody in your family who
Yes.
else can wear it.
Yeah.
Sell it on vintage.
Yes.
Whatever you do,
Yes.
but do that audit, because you
yeah.
need it. When we don't stay the same,
Yeah.
nor our hair, nor our features, nor the skin,
and
nor
we
everything.
must evolve. We're always, I think, my father's always taught us, like, there's a learning and growth mindset. Like, better you adapt with the times, otherwise you're going to get left behind. Always
And
keep
you
learning.
do that in life, so why wouldn't
yeah.
you do that
And for your makeup.
with circumstances, with your
Yeah.
makeup, with your hair care, with your
Yeah.
body care, with everything, health,
Yes.
just relations.
Ruby, I used to do makeup, and I did weddings, a couple of Asian weddings, and I thought, oh my gosh, they're like Christmas trees, and you haven't moved on, and the bride is timid and she can't hold the outfit, and you've like
It's
packed her with
heavy,
makeup.
heavy,
But it's
heavy.
not to go with her personality as well. And I thought, oh my God, this is meant to be an enjoyable day where you're not enjoying it, you're fearful, you're just really, it's all about everybody else. Of course, we have big Asian families. But I, at that moment in time, thought, okay, doing makeup and love it still, but I then went into styling, image and branding, because I thought, okay, your face needs to be also part of your whole look and
Yes.
your whole body.
And
It's like harmony. Yeah.
And you maybe
Your
you've got that
accessories, your
crossover
clothes.
between Western and Eastern, and not. And there's a working environment. There's an occasional, like if you
Yes.
are going,
Yeah.
there's all of the bit you can
Yes.
adapt a bit of it, or
So
not
I said,
all of it.
you're, and especially when I went to award ceremonies and I was doing makeup, and I thought, oh my gosh, they're so well, they're established, they're wealthy, they're accomplished. But why don't they look the part? They didn't look the part as in
No, it
their
looks dated
style. Yeah,
because they haven't kept up with the times.
Exactly.
So either you're doing it the same way,
Yeah,
or you're
yeah.
using the products that are old-fashioned.
Yes.
Whereas now,
technique
it
or
is
product.
open to everyone. Like if you
Yeah.
were buying products from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, wherever you are, there are things that are catered for you.
Yes.
They have the colours, and they're the best discerning customer in terms of the heat.
Yeah.
So if an eyeliner doesn't last in those environments, and if it lasts in that environment, it's a bloody good one, isn't it?
Exactly.
So I've got a couple of, I think it's kulfi, I have it. Or I have
yes,
from,
yes, I was saying kulfi.
Katrina Kaif's one.
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't know many Pakistani brands because I don't. Indian ones are easier to get hold of, or whatever. But I wonder how many of them know of us this way round.
Yes, true.
So like I think in Dubai, there's quite good in the United Arab Emirates. They look at it because there's paler skin and they're darker skin,
absolutely.
and they are privy to all of the brands, Western or not, and there's a gateway there that opens.
Absolutely.
So they
love makeup.
They love, yes.
They love it. They
because they
So
only show
expressive.
this much,
Yeah. So
and
they
then
have to
yet
be
when they go to their single sex environments, they whip it out.
Yes,
in fashion and makeup, and they whip it all out.
Exquisite.
And they do not feel guilty about doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very proud. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they don't. It's part of the culture.
The culture, exactly. I saw on your website that you had done like 100 days of confidence.
Yes, we did that last year, I think. It was just, because you have to think of ways of engaging. And then that was, I can't take the full credit of it myself.
Yeah.
I executed it, but my team member, my MD of my brand, she said, should we do that? And I said, yeah, okay.
I think it's really good. I did 100 days of style.
And we picked up, and it was really, really successful.
What did you learn from the 100 days?
Well, just the fact of consistency and how you, just because you did it on day one doesn't mean you should lose it by day 100.
Do you think that confidence is compounded? Like, did you feel like...
Yes, it comes because
it
you
gets
build
stronger. You build
blocks.
it, right? Yes, exactly.
You know, like if somebody said, drink a load of water, you don't, just because that was said to you on day one, doesn't mean by day 50 you've forgotten, I don't drink water, I'll just go and do this lemon juice.
I think it's a wonderful exercise.
It just, you add each one, and then it becomes second nature, then you tackle a new one that you weren't used to. Or, never thought of that, or how about that, or how about... That's all part of it. So it was very good for me.
Yes. I think it keeps you kind of accountable
and
as
it resonated with people out there, which was really great. And
I think it's obviously great content, but I love the fact that there's a time limit and your confidence compounds, but it also keeps you accountable. I did 100 days of style and I loved it, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
Because you had to think yourself, "Shit, I haven't got exactly. I've got to think about that." And even if I'm away or not away, I've got to give
your
that
creativity as well. You know,
keeps
it's creative
keeps you committed.
Is there a personality or a celebrity that you've done makeup for that you really enjoyed? You know, like
I've got to say, in this over 40 years of work, it's very hard to pinpoint one. It's very difficult.
Yes.
It's very hard.
I completely understand.
And I sometimes see people when they were younger, then I've lost track with them, then I see them again, and they're completely different. But because we gelled then, you gel again.
Yeah,
and
you have that connection.
Bring out, there's history.
Yeah.
So it's the same as everything. Sometimes you don't see someone, and then sometimes there's some that are in there in some capacity all the time.
Yeah.
It's really hard, but they've all been part of making you who you are.
Yes.
And you bring little bits of it.
Yeah.
And it makes that composition of who I am, what I've done in my work and my career. And they're all people. You know, I didn't do it on a...
It's very much relationship building,
totally.
Isn't it? I think
sometimes it was me sharing, sometimes it's them sharing.
Yeah,
you know, many things. Like, imagine Alessandra Ambrosio, who's a Brazilian model, huge supermodel now, Victoria's Secret girl and all of that. But when I worked with her, she was a young girl coming, and we've worked together. And she's built until now. You know, now she's got 2 kids. She's here, there. I don't see her, but if I see her, it'll be the same
as it was. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there is.
Because you build
same
that
with Naomi
connection.
Campbell. I don't see her every day now. I don't.
Yeah.
We're not mingling in the same stratosphere. We're just not. But if she sees me, and I get in her line of vision, the security and all the other people, she will still give me a hug, and she goes, "How are you, Ruby? How are you?" And we catch up.
Yeah.
Depending on that time. You know, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, when I see her, it's the same.
Yes.
Sometimes from that 17-year-old she was to how she's very known, and she turns out and she's all this and she's that. But there's still a glint in the eye, and there's a bit of recognition.
Oh, wonderful.
And there's affection. And I don't go butting in there she's come there as a persona of something. If we're able to give each other a hug and a kiss and can catch up, great. If we're not, we keep tabs on social media, and even not, I know what I've had with her, and she knows what we've had, and that's
You've
it.
got a
and
great
you wish
relationship.
each other well, and that's it.
What advice would you give for someone who is wanting to enter makeup now?
I was not formally trained.
At
the moment now, there are many things up there.
Right.
Get yourself up to speed.
Would
Technically.
you think that getting
there are many
certified
things.
or
When
training
I existed, there weren't many. You know, it was either
do you think it's worth it for people to go for training?
They have to. Otherwise, how are you going to learn how you do? there are artists in my time or whatever that some couldn't do a black skin, some couldn't do an Asian skin. Today now, if you're a makeup artist, you best be able to do everything.
Yeah, of course.
If you're a hairdresser, you can't just I do straight hair, I don't do curly hair, I don't do locks, I don't do textured hair. You cannot do that.
No.
You are an expert, you have to learn. If you don't know, go and learn how to do it, because that's a technical. Then you express yourself creatively. That's a different thing.
Absolutely.
But if you don't know
I would say as well.
You need to learn, and there's no shortage of that now. And like even if you're learning through Google, if you're doing from YouTube or from Instagram, whatever you're doing, bring yourself up to some technical speed so you know how to do. And then, buy the best tools you can, buy assist somebody if that's somebody you admire, because if they're doing a show, they can't do it by themselves. They're going to need assistance, help. And different kind of now, different on social media, different to be on camera, different to be on location, different to be an ad campaign, different to be, are you doing a character? Is it fashion? Is it editorial? Is it creative? What is it?
Exactly. Black and white. I remember doing my makeup training, and I started in my early 30s. I'm also IT. I'm an IT ex-teacher in education, graduated with a management and IT degree. And I thought, when my father passed away, I thought, what am I going to do? I don't want to regret. And so then I trained. And 5 years later, Ruby, I became a trainer. And I taught in that same college. It was at Westminster College. And I loved it. I thought, oh, wow. So you can do anything.
And also,
there's no age, no nothing.
Makeup, all that creative, or any sphere of life. If you have a love for it or there's a passion for it, nurture that, you will end up with some sort of success.
Absolutely.
But if it's just like, I'm doing this because that's what I'm told to do, and this is what, I can meet the famous people, I can do that.
That's the wrong intention.
So it's like anything else in life.
And you know
intention
what?
bears fruit.
And that won't last. It's not long lasting.
Like I said, this is it.
I have a certificate here. Like I started my first formal training, this is 2022, look, the 17th of May. It's 26 years ago.
See, and I don't have anything like that because that's not how I learned. But I assisted. And I assisted. She was on shows.
That's my
she
first
did advertising.
one. Yeah.
She did other things. And then I've learned as I've gone along. I tested a lot.
Both. I think both. You need to do it.
I learned on the job in the experience.
The amount of free work you do, you have to, because you have to learn.
And also, in our time, it wasn't digital, so you took a Polaroid and you had to second get until all the film went to the lab. All around here, actually.
Yeah, all right.
All around here, Fountain Institute, all this.
Yeah.
And then the film would come back and you'd see it, and there'd be a bit of retouching, but you had to, what your naked eye saw, you had to fix it. Yeah. So I have that resilience, whereas now they're in there because they just think, there's a speck there, there's this there. And
they can do that.
They'll get it in Photoshop, they'll get it off. And I'm like, oh my God. If I can see it, I've got the luxury if I can see it, I'm just going to walk over and fix it. Excuse me. I don't block everything. I wait. But if it's elaborate and it's really glaring, I can fix it. Why don't they? Why do they wait for this Photoshop business? We had to do that. So that training is in us.
Yes, exactly. And I really enjoyed that. I think that just makes you just a better artist.
Well, it just makes you thorough. You don't have to face the same problems every day, but at least
you kind of know in advance. Okay, I've got this problem. I'm going to sort out this. I'm going to correct
attempt this, or this is a good way. Oh, that didn't work. All right, what else can I do in what I've experienced?
Exactly. It's all about experimentation. I did a course when I was in Lahore, and the makeup artist said to me, you're too careful, you need to experiment. And that was such great advice, really experiment. And they hardly had any branded clothes. They didn't have any branded expensive makeup at the time when they were teaching me. And I was like, oh my God, and that was a really great insight. I've got some rapid question rounds, so I've got some questions for you. So the first one, what is one underrated product that you feel that there is that you use? What's an underrated product? You mean a
brand or a product?
A product.
I think
an underrated
more than
product.
Foundation, if you have a good concealer.
Yes.
It could be two different textures, but it could be a concealer.
Yeah.
It hides a multitude of stuff, whether it's dark circles, bags, pigmentation, mark, anything like that. You can thin it up, you can build it up, you can do a full face with it.
Yeah.
I love a concealer because it's your tool.
I love that because sometimes you don't even want to wear all of foundation.
And when it's hot, when it's not, it doesn't matter. I can, if I have that, I can correct
Yeah,
Sometimes, right now, I haven't got foundation on. I've just got my concealer thinned in here when it needs it, the time allowing, whatever, like that.
Absolutely. What's one makeup rule that you love breaking?
Just not having any rules, because there are things on some people, they've got it all wrong and it just looks amazing because they pull it off. Okay? They pull it off. There's none of, when you're this age, you mustn't do that. If you've got this, you can't do that. Really?
Yeah.
Your face is unique, and if you execute it, you do it the right way, that's what they're there for.
Ruby, I had a friend who was studying with me, and when she did makeup, she put it all on and slap, and I was like, oh my god, it's too much. And then she would erase it and diminish. I was like, so she had a completely different technique, but her finish was amazing.
There you go.
And so I think that there was no.
I remember in the old days, I read this, and it was Bianca Jagger used to do her full-on makeup, and then she'd get in the bath, tuck her hair up, and then the steam from a bath or whatever melted, just subdued it, so it didn't look like I've just been made up.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it just so it is that bit where
Techniques
I say 95% you spend on your face. That 5% of fine tuning.
Yes.
Are they clogged? Have I got a smudge?
Yes.
Do I need more colour? Oh, that was a bit too much colour. Shall I add? Shall I take away?
Yeah.
That 5% is what refines it. And like you said about your friend, she then.
Honestly, we always like, what are you doing? Yeah. But everybody has their own technique, so I was just saying, is there anything?
That bit of fine-tuning is really, really important.
Okay, all right. So is there a Bengali food that you would eat forever?
Is there a
Bengali dish that you would eat, like
food?
Bengali?
Yeah. Always rice and dal.
Oh, really? It's your favourite?
White rice, although it's not.
It's my mom's favourite, dal
It's a process, but rice and dal, I can eat it every single meal and every single day.
Really? Oh my God, you'll have to come over for dinner then. What's the best advice that your mother's given you?
My mother?
Yeah. What's the best advice?
I think, I don't know if it was verbalised in that way, but I kind of seen from her demeanour and her manner, she was always compassionate. So it wasn't just following a religious code or don't do this or don't do that or that's it, or hearsay, listening to people, we mustn't be nice with her. But she always did it that how would you feel if somebody behaved like that? So really do to others what you would like, that kind of, and just life is not that simple. It's not all linear. There's layers, and when you don't know, be clear about the layer. And then, but it's complex. So be alert, be a bit kind, and just don't take everything at face value.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, compassionate woman.
And she really was. She really was. She wasn't the most educated of, my father was educated. She wasn't.
Oh, right.
She just did up to metric because she was married at 15 and, she had me at 17. But there's a wiseness, and then she learned and knew where to open her mouth, stood up for things, and then where to make things she would swallow just to let's
pacify
make this,
things.
Let's get there, and then when the time is right, she can bang out.
Yeah.
So it was just to know and feel, and my temper's different. I'm more like my dad. I'm not as calm as she is, but
she probably read the room.
I learned that from her.
Wonderful. If you describe makeup in one word, what does that mean for you? Makeup. One word to describe.
I think it's a tool.
It's a tool.
Like, we dress ourselves because we don't go around people, our naked self. And this is a tool to express many different facets of yourself. Confidence, or your job, if it's professional, if it's not. It might be a mask because I'm hiding what I think that, or to enhance. Whatever it is, it's a tool.
Yes, it's a
tool. Like anything else.
It's actually a communication
tool. It's a tool to present yourself. That's all it is.
Is there an icon or someone that you really looked up to when you were growing up, like a style icon?
No, I think someone like, I had kind of lots of them, like, Bianca Jagger in her youth, like Marie Helvin in her youth, Iman, Janice Dickinson in her youth, not God bless her how she's become now, but at that time scrubbed clean and sharp features, and just anything that was expressive and different made you sit up and look.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't have one concept of beauty, so it's not one way.
Yes, yes.
I like, because I think it exists in every single colour,
beauty
facet, age, size. I've never defined it by what colour you are, what size you are, what this you are, what that you are. You know, like it's, you'll find it, because it is a divine thing. And if you connect, and if it's that eyes or that bit of a smile or that, oh my God, I don't know, a flash of flash of that, it gives me inspiration, and you can draw that inspiration anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I think to make the most of anything, really. Yeah. Finish this sentence. I feel most beautiful when?
I feel most beautiful when I'm clean, scrubbed up.
Yeah.
Or sometimes how my husband sees me.
Oh,
or how
reflection.
my little grandson sees me. You know, like sometimes it's a reflection of somebody else.
Yes, it is.
But how I feel is when I'm clean and scrubbed and hydrated, and I feel I'm not hungry, I'm not antsy.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with myself and how my looks are, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's when I've done a blinding job on myself and I look at that and I think, oh, not bad. And sometimes it's with nothing on my face, but I've slept and I'm rested. And it shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or when I've just had a fantastic facial, usually, because they've manipulated, they've massaged, and then they put that mirror and you look at it and you think, gosh, because there's nothing on your face, just you, but the best you.
And what have you learned about yourself being in this industry? What is one thing that you've learned about yourself?
That the outward is not a reflection of what inside. It's both.
Both, yeah.
And also not just that shallow self of just how I dress or how I've done my makeup, but inside. Have you worked on yourself as well?
Internally, yes.
You know, having a sense of humour, having a bit of kindness, having strength and fighting for yourself, even if nobody else will stand up for you, or doing it for others.
Yes.
You know, I find I'm very vocal and I can fight for anybody else. I find it a bit harder for myself, but I've learned to accept and ask for help because it's needed.
Yes,
you have to learn. Because people are
Every
not
strong
psychic.
person needs.
They might be very kind, and also don't expect it from the usual. It might come from an utter stranger, someone you didn't know, and then they've done it, and then they're no longer in your life. They've gone.
Yes.
But you must remember, most important is be grateful. Because it could be a hell of a lot worse. Don't just be, whatever it is you've got, don't look at the have-nots and I haven't got this and I haven't got that and I didn't manage to.
Yes, be grateful in your life.
Because you enjoy then what is given to you by God's grace.
Alhamdulillah. Let's look at your makeup bag, then I'll show you mine as well. Let's see what you have.
I've got tons of stuff.
Yeah, you must have. Yes.
I have tons of stuff from everybody. So there's some bits of mine. Magnifying mirror.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Now, I gotta look. Yes, magnifying mirror without, can't wear. At this age, I can't see for myself. So I have to have double-sided, looking normal to do that bit of distance.
Yes. And then
close to see, oh, actually,
I think that's
what
the
have I
essential
done?
that you need in your makeup bag, right?
Huh?
Like, it's essential.
I'm telling you.
Okay, all right, what else?
There's always, last time I did something with Val Garland, she looked through my makeup bag, and it wasn't the makeup bag, it was just in my purse. I had about 8 lip products. Different kind of balms from me, some with colour, some not. This one, Mary, Ruby, Hammer ones.
I'm finding my lips are getting quite
there's
dry.
always something for my lips.
Yeah.
I have to have something that brushes your brows up because I keep them. I've got a thing about them. They're not as full as yours are. Eyelash curlers.
Oh, okay.
And my favourite now are these ones. I've had them from Shulmora, from Shiseido, from Kevin Aucoin. But this one I love now is, where can I find it? It's in here somewhere. It's a black one. It's Choy Surat.
Okay.
I think, there you go. I love them.
Oh,
They're
wow.
wide. They do not pinch. They're great.
Nice.
you have to have a bit of powder, whether it's loose, like Huda's one that I carry with
snap.
me.
Yeah, I got it
one?
too. Yeah, I got one of these.
I love it.
It is. It's so good.
Concealer, like I said, but they're not all.
What concealer are you wearing at the moment?
So no, I have, look.
How many? Oh, yes, that.
No, I have a few.
My sister's taken the Huda Beauty, but yeah.
There's a thicker one from Laura Mercier for the little bits of deep pigmentation.
Asian
around
women
the eyes is a liquid.
I was going to say
serum one. So I have this one. This is
that's
Kulfi,
a good one, the Huda Beauty one.
And I have NARS one, or I have NARS. Where is it? Liquid one, or I have one from By Terry.
Yes.
Especially with the age, like I like serum ones around the eyes.
Yes.
And they're usually 2 tones. Lighter one there and a darker one for my pigment either there or there.
Can you give us a quick tip for a lot of the Asian women that have dark circles?
Use the concealer alone is not going to do it. So
no, it's not.
You have to treat it long term with eye cream or any of that. Mm-hmm. Drinking water, it might be genetic. So you've got that.
Yeah.
Sleep. Water, but you need a corrector.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Right?
I think all Asian women.
So you need that peachy coloured, peachy, apricotty, whatever. You need a corrector, especially if they're very deep and very dark. Let that settle. It's like a fair-skinned person has red.
Yes.
They've got to use a green corrector to cut it out. Then they put colour back on.
Yes.
We have to do the same. If you are our skin tone and you have that darkness, concealer alone will not do it.
Exactly.
Because you apply thicker stuff and it just sits there and shows exactly what you're trying to hide. Whereas if you do a corrector, let that settle, then a thin bit of concealer will bring it will merge it.
I think with menopause, I think that, and also Asian women, I think they don't wrinkle. I think we hollow and we jowl.
Everyone loses volume. But it is, what is it? Because you usually have higher cheekbones, or you have a strong nose, or you have fuller lips. Whatever you have, address what it is and then try to correct that. Like I say, with the very dark circles, concealer on its own, it doesn't matter which one it is. Not going to work. You need a great corrector, then a concealer. And a powder to set it and keep it in place.
Yes, absolutely.
Because otherwise it will slide.
Yeah, absolutely. Your skin is amazing.
Thank you. But I take care. Look, genetic. Thank you, Mum and Dad.
Yeah.
But I take care about cleaning, hydrating and protecting. Every so often, yes, it needs a serum. I'm not a big retinol fan just because my skin can't take it very active.
Sensitive?
It's not sensitive. It just can't take that heavy onslaught.
Right.
So I can do it sporadically, but I flush it out a different way.
Right.
And I will take a shitty facial any day of the week, but I have great facialists. I do have.
Really? You believe in facials?
I believe in it. I do believe in it.
Wonderful.
Whether it's a gadget or just massaging it to get the blood flowing.
Yes, circulation.
Then you need less product.
It's like exercise for the face, right?
And then you have to... At this age, when you are going through the menopause, whatever, at the end of it, I'm at the tail end of it, you have to eat.
Yes.
Nutrition, good food. Doesn't mean you don't have anything, but you have to have things that heal and nurture the body. You have to move. You've got to exercise. You've got to pump that body as you're getting older.
Absolutely.
You've got to sleep. Even if it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Better that in sporadic, because you're never going to get that 8 hour, 9 hour stretch again. I don't think I'll ever get that again. But I grab it while I can.
Yes.
And laughter.
Yeah.
You know.
Best medicine,
and
isn't
indulge and be with people and situations that you actually find joyful.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you know that person drains you, like, limit how much time you're going to spend with that person.
So I had Lorenzo on the show as well, and we were saying how imperfection is beauty for us. We don't want anybody perfect. And I was, I know. I was like, for me, imperfection is
does
beauty.
It exist?
No, it absolutely.
It might exist in a moment, a split second of the time.
Yeah.
Does perfection exist?
Yeah.
So what are we trying to do?
Perfection is a bit boring, actually. It doesn't tell a great story.
It's not even the word boring. It's unattainable. So what are you trying to do? Kill yourself trying to attain the unattainable?
Yeah, absolutely. I just say embrace yourself.
That doesn't mean if you're this size or you're that skinny, then address what is it you
Address it.
can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a healthy thing? Is it your bones?
But a lot
is
of it is
that?
accepting ourselves, and we don't. You know, we're just trying to be somebody else.
No.
We're chasing this version of
That's
something.
it. So it is
Acceptance.
It is that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you are unique. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and every single one of us is unique.
Yeah, absolutely.
And has a wonderful feature.
Absolutely.
And others that we think, all right, that might not be great, but you know what? I'm not going to highlight that. I'm going to highlight this.
Yeah, absolutely. I've started using Chantecaille foundation.
Which is lovely. That's a great base.
I love this.
It's expensive, but when you get to this age, it's worth it.
I
See, like, look, you've got that. I love the NARS one, and you've got that one, which is, the white lidded one.
Yeah.
Is to bring light.
Yes. So I use this
which is
because
great.
I needed it today.
I have it and I use it at night. Sometimes I just use that instead of a concealer, and it catches the light a different way.
I love this. I've really got addicted to it. So I like a bright lip. I'm a big lipstick person,
which I love on you.
So I've got the Queen on at the moment with Charlotte Tilbury.
I have lots of nudie poody ones, and then I have when
do you wear red lip?
Everything.
Oh, do you?
I change. It depends. What it is, how much time I've got, where is appropriate, where is not. Because if you do
what mascara are you wearing at the moment?
At the moment, so I love on a daily one. I love my one.
Yes,
because it's got a thin brush gets it. But when I want volume, it's not a tubing mascara. Our one is a tubing one, which is great. But volume, I don't think a tubing mascara in volume works.
Yeah,
it gets spiky, it gets funny.
Yes,
it's this one. I love it. It's from Lancome.
Oh wow!
And it's this one.
Oh nice, yeah.
I absolutely love it, and it's got lift and curl. I don't know. I can't even read it without me.
I love the shape of the mascara. I can't think what that is,
but I love it.
Oh, nice
and
one.
I like Benefit. Is it called Bad Girl Bang, whatever?
Oh,
that one.
That
I
one.
love that.
Okay.
So, although this one is a curved brush, it's not huge because you turn it in an angle. I don't like just big ones that go all over the place because I haven't got the huge big eyes like you have.
Yeah.
So I need a measure control, and I need that magnifying mirror so I can see actually the base.
Yeah.
And with mascara, I always do down first and then
because up, yeah.
A
so
lash is a tube.
Yeah.
Why do we think we just do that side? What about that side?
Like coating it both.
What have you got?
I've Pat McGrath.
Which is
Pat McGrath's
lovely.
Liner and her mascara. I'm addicted to it. The fetish.
Which is great.
I just love it.
Is her liner? Is it her liquid liner?
Liquid liner.
You should try my one. I haven't got it in here.
Yeah. Oh, you need to give me one, Ruby.
Because people say they're similar.
Really?
Yeah.
So so her liquid liner. I mean, like I'm addicted to it, but I'm gonna convert myself.
Try.
Okay. Yeah.
When we finish, send me an address and I'll put it in the post to you.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't have so make sure you give me an address
I
and
will.
I'll send it to you.
Absolutely.
And I always have.
Because we can't live without liner. Can't live without liner.
Without I experiment, I really do. So I have.
So I guess for this summer season that we're in, what is it that you're like your top 3?
Just less.
Less. Oh yes,
because,
absolutely.
But where it's needed.
Yeah.
A bit of a glow. Mascara is nice because even if it's nothing, your brows, if they're groomed, you don't need to put anything in them. You keep them like that, and then your lip of choice.
Ruby, I've got curly crazy hair like Diana Ross, and I've got curly crazy eyebrows, and sometimes I can't be bothered. I was like, I'll just leave them as they are because it takes ages for them to
get them into shape.
Yeah, because it takes I'm like, okay, you know what, they're rebels.
So have you got something on them now?
No, I haven't. I've just put a little bit of a powder and just filled it in.
I like a powder. I have a pencil, I quite like this one.
I like
from
the
Bede.
wand. A wand is nice, like you just colour it in. So that's amazing. So do you still do your brush? Do you do a brush set anymore? Do you do brushes? Oh, you do brushes.
I have a magnetic brush.
Oh yes, show me.
Which are like that. I have 3.
Wow.
So they're like that.
Oh, how wonderful! There's genius.
2 sets. We have 6 sets. So they're great for travel. They're great for your desk. They're great
for travel for the next. Oh wow!
I just have.
Oh, that's amazing! How genius is that?
One has a. Oh no, that's the same one. Because I do 2 different ones. I do powder one and a cream one.
Yeah.
There's this one. There you go. They're like that. So look, different heads.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Wow.
So, And then the other one, Magnetic 2,
And I love the ruby
has a
colour,
lip
of
brush,
course. Okay.
has a spoolie and a liner, a tiny one like that. So you can use your gel. I use it to do my concealer.
Right.
But I also have the other one that can do my eyeliner.
Wow.
So I keep two just so that they're for different purposes.
Lovely. Well, you know, Ruby, we could talk for hours.
I guess we could.
We really could. I'm honest, it's been such an honor to have you here because you really are the reason why I came into makeup. And I stopped it because I was doing image and I was doing podcasting, but I think I'm going to, it's a revival for me. I feel like and you can never go out of makeup. I love makeup.
Whether you use a little or a lot, I'm really glad, and I have that love. That love hasn't gone yet.
Same. You've revived it for me. Any last words for our audience?
Nothing. Just enjoy the process because it gets you to spend time with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was such a blast.
Thank you.